Everyone talking about a type of comment that I'm not going to be responding to anymore. I don't even mean this in like an aggressive way or anything. And to avoid the clickbait aspect, I'll just say right away it's about longevity and projection. So I get a lot of comments that will ask something: how's the performance on this? How many hours of longevity? How far away can someone smell this type of thing? And I am not singling anyone out because I don't even remember like which people said that or didn't say that. So this isn't about any one person saying that or not. But there's a couple of reasons why I'm not going to be answering those anymore. One, as the channel has grown, there's a lot more comments, which is awesome, but I'd rather prioritize the ones that are actually kind of engaging a little bit more about the scent and less generic stuff. But then again, I'll pretty much reply to anything that's not about longevity and projection. So the number one reason that I'm not going to continue to address the longevity and projection questions on there is because I do say at the end of every video whether it's low, moderate, or good projection and longevity. And I have a separate video where I go over what I mean by those, and I'm going off of, say, for example, the Fragrantica definitions. I know that does not give the most detailed aspect, especially if someone hasn't seen the other video. But the thing about projection and longevity is it's much better to look at a crowdsourced view of it than to take any one person's view of it for a couple of reasons. And one, I'm always going off of doing research on what everybody says about it when I talk about longevity and projection in a video. If I'm ever just going off my own experience, I will blatantly say that. Like, this wasn't on Fragrantica or Parfumo, so I can't compare to what other people got, but for me, this is how the longevity and projection is. But overall, I just recommend check those sections on Fragrantica, Parfumo, any databases, for fragrances like that, and see what most people get overall. The reason, to do with this that I don't want to keep responding to that, I've just been burned too many times now where I respond saying what what the actual consensus is. Like, say it's like very widely considered. Most people get great longevity and projection from it. I'll say that, and then somebody will come back later. Oh, this is terrible longevity and projection. It's like they clearly either it didn't work with their skin chemistry, they went nose blind, maybe they got a fake. I don't know what the reason is, but there's always going to be anomalies to this or things that make people think something has different longevity and projection than it actually does just because they aren't picking it up as much. So it's just not fulfilling for me to answer that and then to have people come back and, well, yeah, this doesn't have this, or just too many comments arguing about longevity and projection, which is my least. I could not care less about that in fragrance compared to aspects like the smell and a lot of other things that I just find much more interesting to discuss. I'll always include it in videos, but in terms of trying to ask for more detail about that, I'm not going to be responding to those anymore because I just recommend checking Fragrantica, Parfumo, any other sites like that to get the sort of crowdsourced view of what it tends to be. And then you can blame them if you disagree with everybody on there about what their experience with it was versus yours. So, yep, again, I'll always say that at the end of the video. I say if it has low, moderate, or good projection. I'll link in the description below my video where I talk about the definition for low, moderate, and good. And other than that, yeah, I'm just not going to be responding to specific questions about longevity and projection going forward. And I just recommend looking it up. And in general, not just on my channel, like whatever, if you watch other people, I personally would recommend not taking any one person's answer about longevity and projection unless they are basing that on looking up crowdsourced voted type of stuff, because it can just be very different from person to person. Again, because of nose blind reasons, you get so used to the scent you can't really smell it anymore, so you think it's bad or worse than it is. Or some people's skin doesn't project as much as others for the same scent and stuff. There's a lot of other reasons, but yep, that is what it is. And thanks for watching.